Hi guys, and here, and welcome back to episode 2 of my Minecraft Survival Let's Plays Season 4. We're in a new area. We came here last episode, and we've got settled here. And since last episode, I've gone and gathered myself a lot of chickens, and a range of the different animals here. Just got a few around here, and a pink sheep. I did see this little chap on the way over when I first came to this area. It's well over that way, but I thought I'd go back and get him. And leads are easy to make now with just 5 string, and obviously we have the mine shaft just down below, so I've got easy access to string. So today's episode is all about resource gathering. I asked last episode about potential build styles for this area, and I've had interesting ones. I've had a sci-fi and futuristic, Tudor style, which are both interesting styles. I think I've got use for both of them going forward in the future, but the most common one was steampunk. Now I'm new to steampunk in terms of actually building it myself. I've seen people do it to what obvious, so it's a lot of things like copper and cogs and gears, a very industrial type of feel. So I think I need to focus today on getting some material gathering, so I need to look at sources for copper, particularly waxed copper, because obviously I want to set a particular colour for that copper and leave it as it is, but maybe going to find some acacia, because for the orange look to go with the copper as well. Think like that, and maybe some dark oak. I do have spruce, but I don't think we've got acacia. No, we haven't got acacia. So maybe we just go out on a trip to try and find savannah to get our hands on some acacia. But I'm interested in the copper side of it first, and we have access to wax copper down below because there is a trial chamber. So that is going to be our first job today. We're not doing the entire chamber. I just want to go in, get access to some of the copper. I want to start building a pallet up. That's what today's about. Getting a pallet, what we're going to use for builds going forward. We may, if time allows, start to put a basic frame together for a starter home. But initially it is just about getting our pallet set up in place so we know what blocks we're going to be building with and what blocks we're going to be using going forward. And then I'm going to start thinking about getting renewable sources for a lot of these blocks as well. But I think to start off with, first we'll go into here. Torch down. I'll just dig into here and see what is in here. That's bogged, I think. Is that the bogged? Or it says skeleton. It says a skeleton. Yeah, a skeleton of some sort. What am I talking about? It is a skeleton of some sort. Find that a second. It's the bogged. Yeah. With their poisoned arrows. So we'll just try and take them off from a safe spot. I think as we go forward with here now, I'm going to make each of the spawns all blocked up so it can't keep respawning. So when I come in here and start stripping the resources, I'll be safe from any further spawnings. What I should do is keep eating as well to keep my health up, because I know I'll get distracted and stuff. Are you the last one though? You are. Excellent. Oh, I'm going to have a slug it out of this house. Go on, you do that. Leave me in peace for a bit. Hopefully you got an advantage, you got some armour. No, there's still one down there. And that one's done as well. Right, what we can start doing then is we just put some tuff around here. And that just blocks them off. Oh, a chest in here. I can hear a zombie. There's another one down there. And that's the last one done. There's nothing else down there. I'm going to collect all the arrows up. Make sure there's not any of these. And then we'll block that one off. going to dig a pathway down to the bottom level. Way out there. And then we've got a staircase going down there. So, here's on bit. I'll take the hopper, we might as well. But we can now at least start collecting some of this copper, which is what we're here for. And then take this back to our base. Start using it as a pallet going forward. So let me grab a selection of different copper pieces to take back. I can quite a few zombies around here. Because all of this is waxed. And the tuff will come in quite handy as well. I can use that as a contrasting block. I could do some deep slate as well. I can hear zombies around here. Aha! That looks like cobble. It is. We've got a zombie spawner. Hello! I seem to have attached to the side of the trial chamber. Well, let's just clear these out and get into here. So what we've got in here. Nothing mega exciting to start off with, but stuff we'll come back and get later on. But we've secured that anyway. Right. Copper grabbing time, and then I'll meet you back at the base. Right, back on the surface, I've got a good selection of some of the copper blocks and some tuft as well. Good starting point to be going forward. Now we're going to go on a trip to try and find Savannah. So I think before we go as well, I'm going to make 4 bundles because I've got the resources there now, so I might as well put them together. Got a bed. Which way we're going to go now? Last time I sort of went over the ocean that way to have a look, see what was there. I think this time I will head sort of north. Is that north? I think that's north. It is northwestish, that sort of area. I'll see where we get to there. Again, any of the resources along the way, we will also pick them up. So I'll head off, and as soon as I find something interesting, I'll bring you back in. Well, after 2 Minecraft days of walking, nothing. 1 portal. That's all I discovered. I got a few bits and pieces from that, but that's it. There's been absolutely nothing. Just forest after forest after forest. 1 meadow, and that's been about it. I must admit, with the ambient sound, it's been quite pleasant. Walking through the forest, but nothing. Not a hint of anything. What I will consider useful resource gathering. Beginning to wonder if I went in the right direction, really. I'm just hoping at some point I will come out of this forest. I can see some other landscape. There is a village over there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make myself a boat. I didn't bring my boat with me. Make ourselves a boat now. Let's have a sail to that village. I might as well get something while we're out here. Hello, cat. Right. Don't worry about cats. I'm not going to take you now. It's a librarian. He's not about. Hello, sir. I don't tend to go around raiding the workstations, but if they've got any chests, what I've got useful items in, I will take those. Anything up here? Nope, nothing there. We'll take another bundle. I'll use this to put some of this stuff in. I think that's about it really, not much here. I think I've already been in here. So that was sort of the way I've been heading. Or that and west. Just wondering how to branch out across the ocean and have a look over there, just to break of scenery away from everything we're looking at so far. And I think I've come out a different side of the village, so I can't find my boat now. Oh, here we are. Yeah, I think I'll go and have a sail off in this direction through the ocean, see if we can find anything else this way. There's a river that way or the ocean that way. Ooh. That's where he's going west. Let's go west for a bit. Let's break it up a little bit. I've drifted a bit to the west, but one thing I have realised I forgot to do was put down the lodestone and click a compass against it before I set off. So once this is all done, I've got my resources, whenever that might be, I've got to find my way back home. I do think I wrote the coordinates down to where our new location is. Just have to hope I can A, find that, and B, I wrote them down correctly. Assuming I have wrote them down. If not, it could be a very long search. Grab this portal over here. There's the chest. Let's get some air first. Those stones, iron nuggets. I'll take those just in case. And we'll keep sailing west just to see what else we can find. Well, we discovered a dark forest, so at least I can now get some of these saplings. I'll just clear a spot in my inventory now so I can spot them coming in. I'll say minimum of about 8 at least. We'll just go through the top of the trees now and get what we can. Nope, there's 12 saplings, we'll put them away. And then we'll continue on. At least when progressing over the treetops, it's easy to spot things in the distance as well. There's a portal down there. Might as well go and check that out, but I can get to the water. Probably just get onto a boat then. Just going to see what treasures are here for us. Not much exciting there. Oh, 2 more gold blocks. I'm not complaining at that. We'll move on. Still hunting for the savannah. We've got another village, so I might as well have a little perk around there. I'll take the hay bales. At least while I have no crop fields myself, it'll feed my animals. Question is, I can't remember. I've got carrots and beetroots back home. If I just take a couple of carrots, there's beetroot seed there. We'll make sure we've got all the crops. Take the emeralds, take the bread. Oh, another. So I'll take everything there. Should be another chest in here. Yes, there is. Nothing particularly exciting there. We'll turn that into iron. We'll take the wheat into that, and we'll take that's the wheat into bread. At least we might as well consolidate what I've got. There's some pointy bits of mountains over there. That's sort of, is that the sort of terrain you get in the savannas? Or is it just a mountain? It's just a mountain by the looks of it. We'll go this way anyway, because no offence, I've been all over the place. I've been north, I've been west, I've actually been south as well, so I think right now I'm not quite sure where I am. Another portal. Iron, gold, a couple more low stones. I'll take the hoe. If we need another village, it'll be easier for getting up the wheat. Bales. But what I'll do, I'll spend the night here. Sleeping on lava. Is a swamp over there. And I don't have vines yet. Yes, I do. I have mangrove. Oh, hello, Mr. Creeper. I didn't see you there. Very well camouflaged. Ooh, pillager tower. Well, as we're passing, be rude not to. Ooh, there's a way in. Thank you very much. Hello. Make it to the top. Moving post over there, just do that. I'll take the wheat, don't need the arrows, take the enchanting, and I'll take the crossbow. Although to be fair, I don't really use crossbows that much. No horn though. I'll head over to that portal and then down that way. Right, let's get back out of here. Run away! Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Oh, that was close. Alright, they're alright then, but they were stuck in the water, bobbing along for a while. Plenty of time to make my escape. And there is another block of gold. We'll take you. And a chest. A couple of golden apples. And that's about it, really. Well, it's a cold biome. That's not exactly what I'm after, really. Quite the opposite. But we have got water here, so I'm going to sail away. But I think we'll sail. We'll follow the coast down to the south. We seem to head in that direction now rather than going back up north. And see where that leads. And that is a wood type we don't have. The pale oak. So might as well go and grab some of those. And some of the blocks from there as well. That's the moss. I'm going to need some shears for some of this. These roots. Good number obtained by shearing. So we'll get some of those. I'll take some of these flowers back as well. It is quite a large forest, so I would imagine with some of the hearts in here, so we could well get creaking to be here at night. Let's get the saplings out. We have our saplings, so now I think we're done here. Right now, I'm not bothered about dealing with the creaking. I'm not sure whether the resin will be a good option for Steampunk. I don't know if it's too bright of an orange to go with the copper. I'll tell you what I can do. Take a screenshot of the coordinates. I think once I've got maybe some silk touch, we can come back here. There's a portal down there. I might as well go and grab the gold at least. And then we'll continue our quest for the savannah. But this has been a good find, this. I saw you there. Calling me, I was doing inventory. I'm out of here. Let's go. I do question my decision making at times of walking on the side of the river, using up my hunger, when I could just basically sail down the river instead. Cherry! Have I got cherry? I don't think I've got cherry. Didn't see that up there. Might as well grab the cherry as well. Right, with cherry here, I might as well grab a few of the petals, so we can always bone meal those. Get a couple of saplings, because I know if you plant one of these, and when you chop it down, you get a fair pile of saplings from it. So, get a couple this way, and we'll be good to go. I think we get most of the woods here, actually. So So I've got mangrove from the Wandering Trader. Right, 3 of those. We can be on our way now. Excellent. Oh, it's turned a bit more successful trip this now. I can find a few more of the extra woods we haven't got. And that is Acacia. Our original aim, what we came out for today. And with space in my inventory, I can chop down some trees, take back not just saplings but also some wood as well, and add it to our basket of resources. Whoa, how big is that? Oh, wasn't that big a drop. Bit too dramatic there for the event itself, but there we go. Oh, there's loads down there. Oh, brilliant. Right, let's go and get ourselves some acacia. There we go. Stack on half of wood. Oh, hello. Bye. Where did you come from? Oh, just down there. Right. We have a stack and a half of wood. We have got 17 saplings, which is wonderful. So now, that's everything. Jungle is one thing I haven't got. And I'm not looking out for jungle desperately at the moment. I will take a snapshot of these coordinates. And now I head back in that direction roughly. Back home. Which I'm going to do now. Get back home. But I will, unless something exciting appears in the meantime, I'll see you when I get home. Oh, saying that. That is a dripstone cave. And while it'd be good to search for copper in there because you potentially get big copper veins, I won't make note of the coordinates of it, but I could get a little bit of dripstone. Hello, Mrs. Cow. Could get a bit of dripstone because I could make a lava farm back home as a fuel source. Get some of this dripstone. Right, we can get some of this easily enough. There's plenty of copper about as well. Oh, go. There we go. A mansion. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, I just heard a zombie villager somewhere. Oh well, leave him alone. Now, I'm not going to explore this just yet because, in all fairness, this is the third mansion I've found in this world now. So, Sapphire Industries, the headquarters, it used to be a woodland mansion. And we converted that over. Found one last season when we got the armour trims from here. So, don't think there's much in here for us. I will take a screenshot of the coordinates, of course. What I'm interested in is if there is any rooms upstairs. You can also get library rooms. Well, I've got a lot of books. I can get a few books to take back with me. Well, easily accessible. We can at least maybe think about getting enchanting set up sooner rather than later. So we can get onto the roof. I know you can get books at all different levels, but it's interesting it cuts into the rock as well. See, there's some books in there. There's loads in there. Put that there. We can collect these books now. So you need 46 for an enchanting setup, full enchanting setup. We'll put them into there, out of the way. I'll grow a few more while here. I've made most of it. So we've got the skeleton spawner. We could maybe get an enchanted setup area set up down there. There's an worker in there. I'm not going to bother with him. Leave him alone. There's a spider spawner. See anything else back here? No, I can't. There's a bit of iron there though. As it's there, it'd be rude not to take it, wouldn't it? Make sure nothing's creeping up behind me. There we go, nice little bonus. Well, we can take them back home with us. We'll continue our journey now. This little temporary pit stop. Oh, we're back, and I've added to it. I've got the acacia in here as well, along with our copper and our tuft. I have planted some of the acacia trees around as well. And I think I'm actually going to also go and plant the dark oak saplings and my pale oak saplings as well. Just so, the dark oak saplings will go contrast with the orange from the acacia and also the copper. And the pale oak saplings will give me the white wood, which I think, if I get some calcite as well, I can sort of blend in with them. Let's put these two over here. I've got all the trees planted up. And the last remaining blocks I want to get, some calcite, which there is a geode down in the cave. I've got a spare pickaxe, that's good. Down here we do have a geode there. And there's also a spider spawner there. And I'm just now thinking, these two are fairly close together, aren't they? Obviously, right in front of a geode is not the best place. So just clear a visible path to there. So that one is active. That one isn't. So there, they're both active. I could, in theory, have a double spider spawner up and running if I wanted the XP source early on. It would depend how much that impacts the geode there. But yeah, we could get both those running together. And spawning stuff. That could be an interesting option if we wanted to down the line. I mean, I do have the skeleton farm anyway, which is going to be the main one we use. Purely to get the bones. So let's get a bit more of this calcite. Oops, daisy, fell in. But it has given me a chance to get down in and light this up. And what I now need is a quick way down to levels below so I can get myself some deep slate. Can I get it down this way? How far down does this go? Deep slate. There we go. Not fully explored down here yet, but he's going to get us some access to some of this material. Some more tuff there as well. Right, let me go through these resources and then we'll head back up. And then we'll get everything together. I found the spawner. A spider one this time. By the looks of it. Let's just clear these out. Yep. So we've now got a spider, a zombie, and skeleton, and 2 cave spider spawners, all within a close distance of one another. I'll take the iron and the name tag. I'll just take everything. Oh, there goes a piece of armour. There's one going to be in a minute if I'm not careful. Alright, I think we'll leave that for the moment. Let's just get the resources now. And we'll get back out of here. I'll be back out now, so we can add our deep slate into here. We've got some normal tuff, some calcite as well. I think we've got quite a collection here of materials. And with these here, we can make some copper rods. And that is a rough palette of what we're going to be working with going forward for Steampunk. Could do with some bits of colour in it in different places, but we can do that on the occasional wall and with windows. When we get some terracotta and some concrete, we can add that in as well there. But that's the copper, dark oak and acacia, and then the acacia will be used for things like trapdoors as well for the orange colour and to some of the planks as well. Deep slate, tuff, I've just got the polished tuff there, and calcite as well. Can also mix that in with some wool perhaps as well, maybe some snow blocks, give it a bit more variation there. But yeah, that's our Steampunk palette. So this is where I'm going to wrap this episode up here, guys. We've got our palette now, so next episode we'll build our first Steampunk house, and we may do it either here or maybe over by the coast, and we'll start building up a dock area and expanding from there. I'm not sure yet, I'll have a think about that, but that's for next episode. So on that note, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, consider subscribing if you haven't done already, ring the bell to notify our future content, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.